Khabib, thank you for taking some time. I want to start with this. How have you changed as a man since retirement?
I think it's changed a lot, I stopped training every day twice. I was training all my life every day, like 4 or 5 hours at least. And now I'm all training only like one and a half, maybe maximum 2 hours. I gain a little bit weight, 10, 12 pounds. And I changed my schedule, my schedule a little bit changed. But now I focus on Eagle FC and couple more other my business projects.
A lot of athletes, when they retire, they struggle to find that competitive experience that they grew up with, right? Training multiple times a day since they were kids. Has that been a challenge for you, or has diving into the business world met that same need or a similar need?
No, it was very hard. It was very hard for me. Even now, it's still, it's like I cannot find someone where I can enjoy, like in training, And because only when I train, I feel good.
When you train, you feel
yes,
good.
Even when I go, I have business meetings. We make some good deals, make money. This don't give me energy like I get energy inside the training, And that's why I keep training, but not like before. And of course, doing some business projects
Does it impact you because you're a dad, you're a family man, that balances it out? I mean, you're not a teenager anymore, just training every day in that regard, right? Does that?
No, I'm not teenager anymore. It's long time, because I'm 33 years old. Of course, I have family, kids. I have to take care. I have my close people, like my brothers, like my friends. They keep fighting in high level, Eagle FC, Bellator, UFC. Some of them already almost best in the world, contenders in UFC, And I have business, I have so many different things where I have to stay focused,
Keeps your mind busy.
Yeah, very interesting, It's very interesting for me. And because of I finish my professional career, I get some free time, and now this time I can use on every platform,
What have you learned about yourself? Athletes will talk about that free time, that space where it's just you, and you're not occupied with competition in the same way. What have you learned about yourself? What is that experience like? Are you more reflective?
No, about myself, I learned I didn't know I'm a good businessman before. I was thinking about I am just athlete fighter. Now I find out God gave me this good energy, I can go meet with people and get finished, done some good deals, I have this. And I know a lot of people around the world. I can go and I can connect people, And this is what I find out when I finish my career.
You've been described in your career as both brilliant and terrifying. How do you want to be regarded when we think of you as an entrepreneur?
Honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I never think about this, how I want people think about me. I just don't pay attention on this. I just focus on myself, what I have to do every day. I have every single day, even for next June, July, and August. All these days, I already know what time, what date, where I have to go, where I have to fly it, with who I have to meet. I have schedule and I follow this. And I think it's not easy same time for me, but even if I don't remember how many days I have in my life, when days come, I don't know what I have to do. I always have plan every single moment, day, every hour.
What happens if you don't?
Huh?
What happens if you don't? Is that upsetting? Does that?
No. Sometimes I take some rest. I off my phone. I just take some rest. Try to sleep good. But most of the days I always have schedule.
It sounds like you're thinking all the time.
All the time. All the
The
time.
motor's always going.
Sometimes even when I was sleeping, like my brain like keep going.
They say that competition in the ring is a given. Is competition in business just as good?
No, inside the octagon is much better.
It's much better in the octagon.
In octagon because they have rules, they have fair. But outside, no. Real life, it's not fair.
There's no referee.
There is no referee. There is rules, but most of the people they broke the rules. They don't follow the rules. But inside the cage, like when you fight inside the octagon, like if you don't follow rules, you're gonna lose. That's why everybody follow the rules. You guys compete. If you're best, you're gonna win. But in business, not all the time. Yeah, sometimes you can be the best, but that is not fair.
It's not fair.
Yeah.
Has that been an adjustment?
I don't know, but like I can feel it. Like last couple years, yeah, I can feel it. Like because even if you watch last my couple years in MMA and last my almost 2 years without fighting, without professional career, like I think like business life is more hard.
You mentioned Dana White and ESPN.com. You said you call him brother, and you said you still had unfinished business with him. Do you think that he's teaching you a lesson?
No, Dana White he's the best of all time promoter, in my opinion. Nobody is even close. And I try to just learn from him because I just beginning. I think I can learn from him a lot of things. Like even next 10 years, 20 years, he can teach me, I think.
Do you think is he teaching you right now by not responding to you? Almost like a brother?
No, I think he play game.
You think he plays games?
Yeah, he play game.
That's the business outside of the...
Even on this situation, I have to learn from him.
You have to learn from him?
Yes, I have to because he told me like last time when we talk about like promoting, he says like, now you're gonna understand myself more. I say, okay, we will see.
I want to pivot the conversation, Khabib, and talk about being an entrepreneur, but more importantly, being an immigrant that's an entrepreneur. We see it in Hollywood, right? We read it in books that the American dream, that when people come to this country, they often talk about that mantra, that slogan of the American dream. Is the American dream alive for immigrants in your perspective? How do you look at that, and what advice do you have for young people that are coming to this country that want to start their own business? They want to put their stamp on their experience here in the U.S.
I think there is like American dream is like it's alive. Like before, when people talk about American dream, I didn't understand this, but now I can understand because I remember myself when first time when I come to US, it was 2000 beginning, like January 2012, 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago, and look at now where I am. Last 10 years, I sacrifice everything what I have. I stay focused. I work so hard, and now, last 10 years, I become like champion, defend title. I become UFC Hall of Famer. Now I have my own promotion. And I have so many other business and. But like myself, I believe this is from God. Because not only you, there is so many other people too who work very hard, but they don't get it. But I have it, But reason why? Because I work so hard. Then God give you, But there is like American dream is like things. It's like true, Because
you're living the American dream,
and because like how many, like more than 300 million people living here, more than 300, like, and everybody make some like good money, I think, and most of them, like even if they come from Russia, from Mexico, from Africa, doesn't matter, they work here, they make money for themselves and they send home money, you know, like, it's like this is very good platform for people who really want to work. Here, even you can choose, you can be bum too. If you want, you can be bum. Yes, you can choose here, you know.
Personal choice.
If you want, you can make money too, you know, it's like not many countries like this, like in some, like most of them countries in the world, you can try to make money, but you can't, you know. But this country is like for this kind of things, it's like very good.
A lot of people, when they start a business, they do so in private. They're not a public figure. Do you ever sense, like when you go to sleep at night, do you have a sense of responsibility for those that are inspired by you? I know that Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, Ronaldo inspired you as an athlete. But do you think about that for that individual that's, you know, living in a one-bedroom apartment in LA thinking that they want to start something and they've idolized and looked up to you through your career?
Honestly, no.
No?
I didn't think about this. But I know like many people follow me. They know me. You know, I'm become very popular because I can feel it. Even when I go outside, even in Europe and Arabic countries, Russia, here in US, everywhere, a lot of people know me. But inside, I still from village guy, you know.
You're still the village guy.
I come out from village, but not inside me. It's like still, you know.
It still lives in you.
Still lives in me, and I think it's gonna be very hard to take. Sometimes I understand how popular I am, but most of the time I don't think about this. I just focus on myself, what I have to do, on my schedule, on my family, kids, friends, close people, business partners. Like,
Khabib, would you say that you're comfortable with fame or you're uncomfortable being famous?
No. Honestly, I'm uncomfortable.
You're uncomfortable?
Yeah, uncomfortable because I think like so many minus, you know, a lot of. Of course, because of fame, you can do like business like this, but most of the time it's like I feel uncomfortable because all eyes on you, you know, all the time, everywhere. You can feel free, like only inside your room, inside your house, you know. You come out, you don't feel free, you know. Even if you're living in freedom country in America, even. Like, I don't know about you, I think you can feel free, you know, when you go out, nobody bother you, nobody like make video.
But you bring up an important point.
Most of the time, like, I feel uncomfortable.
You bring up an important point, though. If I feel comfortable, right, well, in America, I'm a white male, right? And so things have been set up for me to be comfortable, right? And yet, you know, we want to be a diverse country in that regard and support people from all across the world. Is community important to you, becoming a part of the American community? How has that been for you in the last 10 years?
Oh, it's like, it doesn't matter where I'm living, like America or other countries. Like, honestly, I always want to go back to my country, to Dagestan. Village. Yes. I'm living in village. I still living in village. I have house there. And
describe it for me. What would it be like if I was there with you?
I have gym. I have horses. I have animals there. I have big land. You know, I have a small company where I sell vegetables.
You sell vegetables?
Not me, people. Before I was...
That's breaking news of you.
No. I sell vegetables when I was 10 years old. 10 years? No, younger, maybe like 8, 9, 10. When we have big farm with father. I remember we sell tomato. I sell tomato when I was young. But now we have big land, of course. And yeah, I have company, we sell tomato too.
I get the sense, even the look on your face when you talk about home, the peace, like peaceful.
It's like, I like, of course, who don't like living in California or Florida? When you have money, you can buy a house, you can stay here. But my heart is...
Your heart is there.
My heart is there. You know? Of course, right now I'm sitting with you here in beautiful arena, FLX Arena. Tomorrow I'm gonna have very good show here in Eagle FC. You know, around the world, many people gonna watch this. But I'm thinking about when I'm gonna go.
When you're going home.
Go back to my village, you know.
Let's talk a little bit about failure. Look, you're very unique. You were undefeated in your professional career, yet entrepreneurs fail all the time. How do you understand failure, and how does it drive you now in business?
I don't know. I was like, it was my best motivation when I was on training camp, when I was preparing for fight, and I'm thinking about this, oh, this guy gonna beat me if I'm not training hard, you know. It was like my best motivation. I always realized this, and even I like couple like 1 hour ago was sitting with friends. We was talking about one fight. Like I asked them, how is like you high level athlete and you fight for the title and someone can choke you from the back? I don't understand this. Even if you give this position, how you can give your neck? And like, if you fight for the title, if you win, you're gonna call yourself world champion. World champion, it's mean like you're the best. You're better than 7 billion people around, like in the world, 7 billion people, you're better than everybody. You wanna call yourself world champion and someone choke you from the back. This is like give me best motivation when I was thinking about I'm gonna lose. Because when I have opponent, I always think, okay, what to do? He's grappling, okay, I have to work on grappling. He's striker, I have to work on strike. I have to work on my defense. Like all my day was, I was thinking about what's gonna happen inside the cage. And of course I was training very hard. And sometime I remember I was training morning, I go home, rest, I come, I training nighttime, I go home, and I was like, no, it's not enough 2 times. I have to go one more time. And sometime 12, 11 p.m., sometime I was going, I remember like to the training, I train 3 times in the day, come home, okay, I have like 5-6 hours to rest because 7 morning is gonna become new training. Like,
sounds
you know,
like obsession.
I was like, this is like, it was my life, you know. I sacrifice everything what I have. I was sleep, train, eat, repeat, and that's it.
Obsession?
Yeah.
In your DNA, I mean, were you like this even as a little boy?
I think it's not about DNA. I think more than blood, I think it's about mental, your brain, how you think about this. There is like, you want this or no? There is not like 50-50. It's like, okay, I want this and I want other. You cannot, you can't work like on business projects and be professional athletes. No, it's impossible. You have to be like professional athlete or businessman, you know. There is like not between. You have to be in somewhere.
It's black and white.
Yeah.
To come from your father, would you say?
I think yes, because I know like so many of my father friends, they told me doesn't matter where my father was going, he always have bag with him and training stuff. And first of all, he always, when he come somewhere in city, he find where he gonna sleep. Second, he always try to find gym because it was his hobby, you know. He really loved this, and he was like very focused guy. I never in my life, I never hear he talk about some business stuff.
Never?
Never. He was always invest us, me, my brother, his students, everybody. He tried to always invest us, you know, try to give us good education, try to put us on good school, and of course, every day he train us morning and night.
I get the sense that he's with you in everything that you do, that you think about him. What do you think what would he say to you about Eagle FC and this transition from retirement to?
Yeah, I was talking with him about this because when I buy Eagle FC, it was different name. It was GFC. And when it was GFC, my father was alive. I was active fighter, and I remember I was talking with him. It's like, just stay focused, because I was one of the owner. I have 33%. 33. It was 3 owners. I was there, and I remember, like, father told me, right now your goal is like you professional athlete. Stay focused here. When you finish, you can buy other parts. And when I finish, of course, my father was not with me, and I buy and I become owner, and I change the name, not GFC, because it become like EFC, like Eagle FC. And even in business, he gave me a lot of advice, but I remember, like, he told me, if he gonna do some business stuff, he gonna lose focus on me. Because he say, for you, myself is more important than I need some business, And yeah, I learned from him a lot to stay focused and like a lot of things.
Let's wrap with this, Khabib. How will we know, or how should we judge Eagle FC as a success? When will you be able to sit back and say, you've done it? Right? It's not maybe winning a match like you'd had when you were a professional athlete, but do you have a goal?
Yes, I think we need like 5-7 years.
5 to 7 years?
Because for this business, you have to create content. To create content, you need years and years. We're just beginning. We're just beginning. We need I think at least like 5-7 years to become like on top.
Khabib, thank you. We wish you well on this endeavor. Even if it takes 5 to 7 years, it sounds like you're built for this, and your disposition to understand, learn from, and win from your relationship with Dana White and your history as a Hall of Famer is going to serve you well. I wish you well. Thank you, Khabib.
Thank you so much. Thank you.